I'm sorry, but the provided article content is not related to the topic The Economist Journal, and I cannot write a briefing based on this content. The articles discuss issues of American politics and freedom of speech, which are unrelated to The Economist magazine. If you can provide content related to The Economist, I will do my best to write a concise and valuable briefing. Otherwise, I can only state that there is currently insufficient relevant information to complete this task. Briefing: ChatGPT gains real-time web search functionality. Key points. 1. OpenAI has introduced a real-time search feature for ChatGPT, allowing users to access up-to-date news, sports scores, stock prices, and weather information. 2. Search results can be displayed automatically or triggered manually through a dedicated search icon. Results come with reference links for users to verify the information. 3. This feature utilizes an improved version of the GPT-4o model and has established partnerships with several news organizations, including the Associated Press, Axel Springer, the Financial Times, and Reuters. 4. Compared to competing products like Microsoft Copilot and Google Gemini, ChatGPT search functionality offers unique features such as manual and automatic triggering and source attribution display. 5. For content publishers, ChatGPT search feature may provide new traffic sources and attribution opportunities, but attention must be paid to potential limitations regarding content coverage and timeliness. 6. This feature is currently available only to ChatGPT Plus and Team subscription users, with plans to gradually roll it out to free users in the coming months. Overall, the launch of ChatGPT's real-time search feature marks a rapid advancement in AI-driven search technology, significantly impacting the content ecosystem. Content creators and SEO professionals should closely monitor developments in this area. National Geographic Magazine's 2025 Best Travel Destinations Briefing. Overview. National Geographic has recently released its list of the best travel destinations for 2025, carefully curated by the magazine's explorers, photographers, and editors. This list includes popular spots and lesser-known destinations worldwide, covering natural wonders, cultural heritage, sustainability, and more, providing travelers with a diverse array of choices. Main highlights. 1. The list features 25 countries and regions, showcasing a variety of landscapes from tropical jungles to glacial fjords. 2. Some destinations were included for their significance, such as witnessing active volcano eruptions or participating in decade-long festivals. 3. The list also recommends lesser-known yet picturesque destinations, such as Italy's monastery clusters and Sweden's Stockholm archipelago. 4. The U.S. has 3 cities on the list, including Boise, Ocala National Forest, and Los Angeles, highlighting the beauty of American culture and nature. 5. The list emphasizes not only the destinations themselves, but also sustainability and environmental protection, aiming to enhance the experience for future travelers. Summary. National Geographic's 2025 Best Travel Destinations list offers travelers a rich variety of options, featuring both popular attractions and hidden gems while focusing on sustainability and environmental protection for a better experience for future visitors. This list provides direction for the development of global tourism and is worth the attention and reference of travelers. Fortune Magazine Briefing, November 1, 2024. Main content. 1. Hedge fund manager John Paulson stated that if nominated as Treasury Secretary, he would prioritize extending Trump's 2017 tax cuts and collaborate with Tesla CEO Elon Musk to reduce federal spending. Paulson mentioned he has not yet discussed this collaboration with Musk. 2. Musk agreed to lead a hypothetical government efficiency department that would conduct comprehensive financial and performance audits of the federal government and propose reform recommendations. Despite his companies receiving substantial government funding, and Tesla benefiting from electric vehicle tax credits under the Inflation Reduction Act, he supports eliminating tax subsidies for automakers. 3. The television show Wheel of Fortune has seen a surge in ratings since Ryan Seacrest took over as host, becoming one of America's most popular entertainment programs, even surpassing Jeopardy! Seacrest's debut attracted 9.6 million viewers, setting a 15-year high in ratings. Overall, These articles report on interesting business and entertainment news, involving political figures, tech companies, and television shows. The content is rich and informative, providing readers with a comprehensive perspective. Due to insufficient article content provided, a complete briefing cannot be generated. However, based on the existing information, the following points can be summarized. 1. In the lead-up to the 2024 U.S. elections, some college athletes have been invited by political groups to participate in video ads supporting specific politicians through NIL, name, image, and likeness, deals. Many athletes choose to decline, fearing it may affect their public image and future prospects. 2. Experts believe that college athletes' involvement in political activities remains rare, as they worry about potential controversies impacting their career paths. Top athletes like LeBron James and Aya Wilson are more likely to speak out publicly. 3. Some organizations are encouraging college athletes to participate in nonpartisan activities to increase youth voter turnout, but athletes remain cautious in expressing political stances. 4. Overall, in the NIL era, college athletes face numerous considerations and challenges regarding political participation, needing to balance personal development and social responsibility. Science briefing. The scientific community is facing new challenges. The role of science in politics is increasingly being questioned. Since Donald Trump was elected president in 2016, scientists have become more actively involved in presidential elections, but this has also raised some concerns. Some prominent scientific journals, such as Nature and The Lancet Oncology, publicly supported candidates for the first time during the 2020 presidential election. While this practice sparked some controversy, it reflects the scientific community's emphasis on political decision-making. However, excessive involvement in politics could further undermine public trust in scientific institutions. Researchers point out that science has always been political, but it should not be partisan. If science is perceived as favoring one political party, it will lose public trust, which is disastrous for evidence-based policymaking. Meanwhile, some scientific journals have chosen different ways to engage in elections, such as publishing a series of articles comparing the two parties' positions on health policies and drug pricing, rather than directly endorsing a candidate. This approach aims to maintain neutrality and allow readers to make their own choices. In summary, the scientific community is striving to find a balance between political engagement and maintaining neutrality. This requires scientists and journal editors to carefully weigh the pros and cons to ensure that the voice of science in politics is not diminished. Briefing. Nature magazine reports on marine biologist Asha Devas's research achievements. Asha Devas is a marine biologist from Sri Lanka whose research has significantly impacted the conservation of the country's unique blue whale population. In 2003, Devas observed that the blue whales in the waters off Sri Lanka did not migrate long distances like other large whales, but instead resided there year-round. This discovery challenged the prevailing academic understanding and was eventually recognized by the International Whaling Commission as a distinct subspecies of blue whale. Since then, Devas has continued to study the behavioral characteristics and ecological environment of Sri Lankan blue whales, discovering that their diet and vocalizations differ from those of blue whales in other regions. She also found that this blue whale population faces serious threats from ship strikes. Through collaboration with the government and relevant organizations, Devas ultimately facilitated major shipping companies to adopt speed reduction and rerouting measures to protect this endangered blue whale population. As one of the few marine biologists in Sri Lanka, Devas is dedicated to fostering local marine conservation efforts, founding the non-profit organization Oceans Well to promote science education and talent development. She hopes to raise awareness among more Sri Lankans about the value of the ocean and inspire them to become ocean heroes, contributing to the protection of marine resources. In summary, Asha Devas's research achievements have not only significantly impacted marine ecological conservation in Sri Lanka, but also earned her international recognition as an outstanding scientist and environmental advocate. November 1, 2024 Briefing, The New Yorker magazine reports. Main content summary. 1. The upcoming U.S. presidential election is fraught with uncertainty, with both party candidates mired in controversy. Democratic candidate Kamala Harris, while seen as a replacement for Trump, has not generated widespread enthusiastic support. Many voters are casting their ballots for her merely to oppose Trump. 2. The rise of Republican vice presidential candidate J.D. Vance is noteworthy. Coming from a poor background, he worked his way into Yale Law School and later became Trump's running mate. Vance's political stance has shifted from initially opposing Trump to embracing Trumpism, drawing significant attention. 3. In the field of space exploration, NASA's Europa Clipper is set to head to Jupiter's moon Europa to search for potential oceans and signs of life beneath its icy surface. This is a daunting task decades in the making, and the mission's chief scientist, Louise Proctor, is nearing retirement, hoping to engage in more Earth-centric crafts after her retirement. 4. Despite facing numerous challenges, space exploration continues. The New Yorker magazine vividly showcases the latest developments in politics, technology, and other fields through these reports, presenting readers with a rich and multifaceted portrait of the times. In summary, these reports reflect the complex situation in current U.S. politics and technology, featuring both intense political competition and the arduous journey of scientific exploration, embodying the diversity and uncertainty of the era. Editors strive to find the most valuable content amidst this complexity, providing readers with comprehensive and in-depth reporting. Harvard Business Review Magazine Briefing. In an uncertain world, we cannot eliminate uncertainty, but we can control how we respond to it. One way to do this is by creating a work environment where employees feel supported and valued. This issue of the magazine includes a series of articles and podcasts to help readers manage themselves, their teams, and organizations in facing challenges beyond work. In the current politically polarized environment, employees' moral beliefs often conflict with regulatory requirements at work. Research shows that when employees feel this conflict, they are less willing to proactively address issues, suggest improvements, or push new ideas. However, how these regulations' purposes are defined may have an impact. The significant effects of workplace loneliness on healthcare costs, absenteeism, and employee turnover have gained widespread attention in recent years. Despite awareness of this issue, 1 in 5 global employees still feels lonely at work. The article dispels some misconceptions about workplace loneliness, emphasizing that it is not just an individual issue but also an organizational one, influenced by the work environment. Practical actions employers can take include measuring loneliness, designing flexible workflows, fostering a culture of connection, and integrating social activities into the work rhythm. Simple collective meals and happy hours are well received by employees of all types. While layoffs may provide short-term financial benefits, research shows that their negative impact on employee engagement, morale, and loyalty can last a long time. A humane layoff experience can mitigate the impact and pave the way for quicker recovery for businesses, but it is essential to recognize that there are no quick business victories without human costs, and recovery may take years. Briefing. Vogue magazine partners with second-hand marketplace Vinted. Key information points. 1. Vogue magazine has launched an account on Vinted to sell designer clothing from within the magazine at incredible prices below market value. 2. These garments are significantly discounted, for example, a Calvin Klein coat reduced from £2,100 to £170. 3. Vogue has stated that it will donate the proceeds from sales to the charity Oxfam, reflecting social responsibility. 4. This collaboration has sparked enthusiastic reactions from netizens, many of whom expressed their intention to download the Vinted app to find great prices on these designer items. 5. This partnership model between a magazine and a second-hand marketplace provides consumers with opportunities to acquire high-end fashion brands, while also generating revenue for the magazine. Summary: Vogue's collaboration with Vinted offers consumers a rare opportunity to purchase designer clothing at discounted prices, generating widespread interest. This innovative partnership reflects the fashion industry's shift towards sustainability. Briefing. Recently, Vanity Fair published a report on the case of Boston officer John O'Keefe. The report states that O'Keefe's girlfriend, Karen Redd, has been accused of murdering O'Keefe, but she claims to be the happiest murder defendant in America. The report reveals that O'Keefe was found dead on January 29, 2022, in front of a property in Canton, and Reed argues that others are responsible and that the police colluded to frame her. Reed claims she has made every effort to uncover the truth, but O'Keefe's family insists she should be held accountable for his death. The report also discloses Reed's substantial expenses in this case, including over $5 million in deferred legal fees, a $5 million legal fund, and $400,000 in donations from family and friends. In summary, this case has garnered widespread attention, with both sides at odds, and the truth remains to be definitively determined. November 1, 2024 briefing. Main content. 1. Actress Aubrey Plaza strongly condemned comedian Tony Hinchcliffe's racist joke about Puerto Rico's garbage floating island at a Trump rally. Plaza stated that if her grandmother were still alive, she would tell Hinchcliffe, F********. 2. Puerto Rican singer Bad Bunny posted a video on Instagram celebrating Puerto Rican history and beauty in response to the incident, stating, "We are kings and queens, we are legends." 3. Trump dismissed the criticism, claiming he has done more for Puerto Rico than any other president. 4. After the Austin Music Festival, Patron Tequila and Rolling Stone magazine hosted a grand performance featuring country pop singer Dasha as the finale of the Green Room series. 5. Dasha shared behind-the-scenes insights in an interview and revealed that she might release new songs early next year. During the performance, she interacted closely with fans and danced with them. 6. The event also featured appearances by Netflix's Love is Blind stars Johnny McIntyre and Amy Cortez, along with various music-themed decorations and cocktails. In summary, this report covers the controversy sparked by racist remarks, the response from Puerto Rican artists, and the highlights of a music event, providing rich content and prominent information points with a complete article structure. Briefing. 1. Benefits of using magazine boxes. Cost-effective, cheaper than other storage containers. Maximizes vertical space, saving room. Front opening design for easy access to items. Usable in various settings, such as kitchens, bathrooms, and offices. 2. Russia, Iran, and China continue to engage in influence operations regarding the U.S. presidential election and midterm elections. Experts warn that if Trump is re-elected, it could pose dangerous implications for the safety, transparency, and fairness of AI. 3. A mysterious Bitcoin recovery expert named ZachXBT has recovered stolen cryptocurrencies worth billions, including $243 million from what may be the largest single-victim cryptocurrency theft in history. 4. Nigeria has ultimately withdrawn money laundering and tax evasion charges against Binance executives and former IRS agent Tigran Gambaryan. A database from the UN Women Organization was exposed, leaking over 115,000 sensitive documents related to global vulnerable groups. 5. The U.S. Department of Homeland Security has warned that excessive reliance on batteries manufactured in China poses economic risks and could undermine efforts to establish a secure battery supply chain in the U.S. A $2 million contract between U.S. Immigration and Customs Enforcement and surveillance vendor Paragon Solutions is also under White House review. In summary, these articles cover various topics, including the benefits of magazine boxes, cybersecurity threats during the U.S. elections, tracking cryptocurrency theft, and government regulation of tech companies. The content is rich and informative, warranting attention. Briefing, interpersonal skills and marriage redemption. Main content. 1. Small talk techniques. Experts point out that good conversationalists often use common phrases like "tell me more" and "let's go out and chat" to help establish connections and deepen conversations. 2. Marriage redemption. When a marriage is on the brink of collapse, it can be salvaged through 5 steps: rebuilding trust, showing empathy, expressing needs, rekindling passion, and reshaping excitement for each other. 3. Importance of sexual life. A fulfilling sexual life is an essential part of marriage, and both partners need to actively learn new techniques to reignite passion. In summary, whether in everyday interactions or marital relationships, effective communication, empathy, and maintaining passion are key. Through learning and practice, we can all become adept at socializing and saving marriages on the verge of collapse. Briefing 1. Since the mid-20th century, many critics have sharply criticized the phenomenon of media oligopoly. The rise of the internet once led people to believe that the future of free speech would be broader. However, we now find that this optimistic expectation has not been fully realized, as we are merely borrowing the printing press of platforms like Facebook and Twitter. These platforms have increasingly leaned towards restricting free speech over the past decade, a concern that will become a focal point for future courts and legislatures. 2. A series of disgraceful events occurred at Trump's rally at Madison Square Garden, with the lowest point being the racist remarks made by Trump's ally Tony Hinchcliffe. Fortunately, we also have brave celebrities like actress Aubrey Plaza standing up to condemn such behavior. 3. The Colorado Avalanche face serious injury issues at the start of the 2024-25 season, with 3 key forwards unable to play until November, followed by additional injuries, leading to an 0-4 start. Nevertheless, the Avalanche's fundamental statistics remain strong, and once injured players return, they still have a chance for a successful playoff run. 4. Recent research has found that the salinity difference in the North Atlantic and North Pacific Oceans has increased by approximately 6% over the past 50 years. This is primarily due to changes in seawater movement caused by wind and ocean warming. This finding is significant for understanding the climate change impacts on the two oceans, such as rising sea levels and hypoxia. 5. The 2024 Breeders' Cup will take place this Friday and Saturday in Del Mar, California, featuring 80 international horses competing for over $34 million in prizes. The 5 races on Friday will serve as a prelude to the 9 main events on Saturday, with the highlight being the $2 million juvenile turf race for 2-year-olds. 2024 U.S. Presidential Election Outlook. Severe international situation. The cooperation among China, Iran, North Korea, and Russia is tightening, raising concerns that this may form an axis of evil in the 21st century. This cooperation is primarily reflected in military, industrial, and economic support for Russia's actions in the Ukraine war. These countries have also enhanced diplomatic coordination and joint military exercises. 2. Response strategies. Experts believe that the U.S. should focus on countering Russia, Iran, and North Korea while also warning China that aligning with these losers will not yield global influence. On the Ukraine issue, the U.S. should provide ongoing diplomatic, economic, and military support to stabilize Ukraine. In the Middle East, the U.S. should support Israel in countering Iran and its proxies to reshape deterrence and promote stability in the region. On the North Korea issue, the U.S. should collaborate with allies to curb Pyongyang's nuclear ambitions. 3. Election prospects. The upcoming U.S. presidential election results are highly uncertain. The policy positions of Republican candidate Trump and Democratic candidate Harris differ significantly on issues such as taxes, the environment, and healthcare. Regardless of who is elected, the U.S. government is likely to face governance challenges in the next 4 years, with legislative gridlock between the two parties making it difficult to push through major policies. In summary, the current international situation is severe, and the U.S. needs to take decisive measures to respond, but the uncertainty of future political dynamics also poses challenges for policy implementation. Regardless of who ultimately wins, the U.S. needs to seek new balance points in diplomacy and economics. Briefing: Exploring the satellite wonders of ice giant Uranus. Recently, astronomers have turned their attention to Uranus, discovering that its small moon Miranda may have once possessed a deep ocean of liquid water. Analysis of images taken by the Voyager 2 spacecraft in 1986 reveals that Miranda's surface exhibits complex geological features, including canyons, rugged cliffs, and impact craters. Researchers used computer simulations to suggest that Miranda may have had a liquid water ocean up to 100 to 500 million years deep, approximately 62 miles, 100 kilometers, deep, covered by an ice layer of 30 miles, 50 kilometers. This discovery is surprising because Miranda has a radius of only 146 miles, 235 kilometers, meaning the ocean could occupy nearly half of its volume. Researchers speculate that tidal interactions between Miranda and other moons may generate enough frictional heat to maintain the internal ocean in a liquid state. However, it remains uncertain whether Miranda still retains a liquid water ocean. Researchers state that further exploratory data is needed to verify this hypothesis. This finding once again suggests that there may be multiple ocean worlds within our solar system, which is both exciting and perplexing. Briefing: Rare specimens at the Smithsonian Museum. 1. The National Museum of Natural History houses over 148 million specimens and collections, most of which are not on display. Each specimen contains rich stories of natural history. 2. Among the collection, one particular specimen stands out, an octopus known as Barry. This octopus was originally collected in 1940 by marine biologist Ed Ricketts and writer John Steinbeck in the Gulf of California. 3. This octopus has undergone a long naming journey within the Smithsonian collection. It was not until October 2024 that museum researchers confirmed its correct scientific name as Octopus hubsorum, a new species first described by Stillman Barry in 1953. 4. The history of this octopus is closely tied to Steinbeck and Ricketts's collecting journey, earning it the title of literary octopus. It has traveled through the museum's collection for 84 years before finally receiving its correct scientific name. In conclusion, this specimen not only holds scientific value but also embodies rich stories of natural history, reflecting the importance of museum collections. Through the study of this specimen, we can gain a better understanding of the natural world,